Hey everybody, welcome to Gametime with Bosswave. Check us out at bosswave.net. I'm here with Seth today, and we're going to play a match of the Banner Saga factions. What's up, Seth?
Hey Zach, doing pretty well. Ready to get my butt kicked because you're much better at this game than me.
I haven't played the game in about 6 months, but I was extremely into the game, to say the least, for the first during the beta. I played it for like 3 months straight, almost every day. So yeah.
So for people that don't know, Banner Saga was a Kickstarter, and you and I both kickstarted it, right?
Yes.
Yep. And so they've got the single player that's going to be coming out, I guess, early next year, whenever they're officially saying that. But this was like a multiplayer mode they released on Steam for free, just to kind of get people used to the game, and then we'll be getting the single player in the near future.
Yeah, and I was playing during the beta. A lot of things have changed. I'm not sure if there are a whole bunch of balancing things that have changed since I played it. I wouldn't be surprised. They're always adding new units and stuff like that. It is open to the public now, and it is free to play. There are ways to pay actual money to kind of increase the speed at which your guys level up.
As I know all too well, because I just spent $4 on it.
Yes.
Otherwise, I would have gotten even more trounced by you. So.
Yeah. So you spent $4 to get some advanced units. The way it works is you start out with just basic guys that don't have any special abilities, and you level them up as you go. You get points for playing the game, and if you just play a lot, you don't have to spend any money, but it's there as an option.
So me, Seth, I'm Burr Salem on the screen you're seeing, and the 4 characters to the left, they are all the product of spending just a little bit of money to kind of get some free leveled up guys and then be able to hop right in at a similar level as Zach.
Yeah, and we're playing a power. If you see that number 7 next to my name and 6, I have 5 level 1 guys and a level 2 guy, so that's what that number means, just for matchmaking purposes. You can get your guys all the way up to level 3, but it is, when you play ranked or tournaments, it is fair because you have to be exact same power level. So it's not like pay to win. If you max out all your guys, you're still going to have to play someone else that's maxed out, so there's no way to cheat that way. So here in the options, you can change the background, which does have a pretty significant effect on the match, because some of the backgrounds have obstacles and stuff like that. We'll pick a nice, pretty easy one.
This is a turn-based kind of strategy RPG type game, and it's not exactly grid-based, but it's kind of grid-based at the end, right? Even though it's not as visually grid-based.
It is. Hit your ready button when you're ready to go. It is basically a grid. It is a grid. It's an invisible grid, but that you will see. I'm going to turn the sound off once we get in the match here. It's kind of loud. Boom. Okay. So we're going to start off with our guys on opposite sides of the screen, and you have a few seconds to kind of maneuver them around in a starting position strategically.
I'm still loading, actually.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully this will actually work. They have...
There you go.
Still loading for me. Okay. Alright, so you know how to move your guys around?
I do, although I don't really have much idea of what's the best way to move around right now.
You generally keep your archers in the back, put your big guys near the front. But that's not always the case. The cool thing is there's a lot of different starting strategies. I'm going to put my archers behind these guys. You'll see in a minute. For the viewers, this guy is the key, really, to win. If you check out his stats, the blue is armor and the red is attack. I won't go into all the details. You should... there's a tutorial in the game that explains all this stuff. But basically, they'll die when the red number gets to 0.
Wait, how do I move them around?
Click on them and then click on another spot.
Ah, makes sense.
Better hurry up.
Nope. I got.
Alright, that's not bad. Okay, so I'm starting, and your guys go in order. As you see at the bottom of the screen, this is the turn order. So this is my guy, then his guy, then my guy, etc.
Your guy's name is Randy, I just want to clarify.
Yeah, Mr. Randy. So Randy's going to decide... Randy's just going to move up here and use his special ability, which gives Randy extra armor.
I feel like in terms of Norse fantasy fighter names, Randy's really the way to go. Now, I don't even know what all my abilities are, but I'm gonna attack your guy here.
You don't attack. See the 0? That means if you attack, it'll do 0. So you want to use his ability on me.
Okay, ability. I'll do that then. Good call.
There you go. So that is going to make my guy attack your guy next turn. And it's going to basically take that guy, Randy's turn away, and he's going to not hurt you. So because Randy has a 7 attack and your guy has a 13 armor, it's going to do 0 damage. If you had 6 armor, it would do 1 damage. If you had 5 armor, it would do 2. So it does everything, you have to subtract the armor from the attack. I have to hurry up and do something. I'll use this guy's special ability. So each character has their own unique special ability. This guy hits for 4 times and randomly either subtracts health or armor. So the first thing you want to do is break armor. You want to do that before you attack for strength. So you probably want to shoot one of my guys. Oh, not that guy.
I actually meant to attack the red guy, but yeah, I'm getting used to that. You got to attack lower on the square, I guess.
Yeah, you just have to make sure it's but you'll see. You'll get used to it after a while. The timer's on 30 seconds, which is kind of fast for a beginner, but we don't want to take all day with this match. So I'll show you this guy's special ability is kind of cool. He pushes you back. So that can be good for a really advanced. Well, see, actually, I just blocked your guy in. I wasn't even thinking about that. So now you can't get around. So that's a really advanced ability.
Oh yeah, this guy's just sitting there doing nothing now.
Yeah, you have to move him around. So yeah, you can see that it's totally grid based, and
so I just rest.
You could rest or move him somewhere in the back.
Can I move?
Yeah, you can move. Any of those squares.
No.
We probably should have put it on no timer actually, and then just manually did it, but I didn't think about that.
That's all right. Round 2, I'll just start dominating.
Okay, so what I'm telling the viewers, if I click on this guy, I can see his maximum range movement. Now I want to keep this guy away from getting hit because he has low armor but high power. So I'm going to continue to keep him, move him in without being in the range. Seth, a lot of this setup and skill involved is to kind of like play footsie with your opponent. Oh, you should move. If you move that guy, you can use his special ability to hit all 3 of my guys if you move him like up into that crevice. Yeah. Now, I think if you use it, you'll hit them all. So this guy has awesome spin ability that you don't want to clump your guys together like this.
All right.
There you go. So this is my favorite character, I think. She sets up traps. And if you step on the trap, then it stops your movement and hurts you at the same time. It's disgusting. So I want to try to guess what you're going to do. And I'm going to put a trap. Oh, I messed up. Well, I'll put the trap here. So now there's a random square that you don't know where it is, and if you step on it, it'll end your turn. But thankfully her range is pretty short, so it's not like she can shoot it anywhere on the map. Yeah, so for the viewers, you want to take down the blue number, the armor, by attacking for armor break first. Get their armor nice and low before you start hitting them. Okay. Special ability there. There was a point in time where the game's changed a lot. She was like, people would play 4 of this red archer, and just put these coals like all in front of your guys and just blast them. So by the time you could get up there, they'd already be kind of maimed. Alright, so here's an example of hitting this guy for armor plus 3 of these stars, which adds 1 additional armor for each one. So see, now this guy's down to 2 armor, so he's going to take massive damage on the next hit.
Oh, my guy? That's
yeah, your middle guy. He's 2 armor, 10 health, so he's gonna get hurt. That ability is nasty because it can. Oh, see, I just skipped my turn because of this guy's ability. Yeah, the Thrasher can take down health like through armor, which is why he's so good. Okay, so this isn't gonna work. Yeah, that guy you're using is a super advanced class. Like, that ability is tough to use. But right now you're keeping Randy from doing anything, so it's kind of annoying. Alright.
I knew right away I didn't like Randy, so I'm just kind of picking on him.
Yeah, I can tell. I think I'll hit this guy.
Oof. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, by the way, you can click the upper right. The little icon in the upper right turns on or off the health stuff. I like to play with it off, but it's best to actually play with it on. Alright, so you can see this number 9 means I'm going to hit this guy for 9. And then I'm going to use a willpower. This yellow number is willpower. You get a limited number, and you can change all these numbers and stats. It's kind of cool. Anyway, so if I add 1, it goes to 10. Therefore, this guy will die.
Oof. Big man goes down. All right.
Big man's going down. So you probably want to do is do an armor break on somebody. Ooh, that was actually very effective. Yeah, this guy's pretty cool. So his move, he hits you for 2 armor, goes through, and then attacks. All right, now this is my beast. You check out Big Bill's stats. They're 8 and 17. So his whole thing is that he comes in and does 1 death blow, and then he probably gets hurt after that. But for instance,
so it means to the viewers, he has 8 armor and 17 attack.
Yeah, so 17 attack is gonna just blast through this guy.
Zach, do you want to explain to people too how that works with the armor, like, you know, the kind of like trickle over damage and what that actually means and how it affects you, how much you can attack once you're damaged? And everything? Yeah,
the coolest thing is so the red number is your attack, but it's also your life. So as you get weakened down, your attack power goes down. So it's it's connected, which is really neat. So once they get damaged, then they can't do as much damage because they're weakened. And the armor, so this guy has 9. So if you have a attack of 9, it's going to do 1 damage or 0 damage. So every number over 9 that you have of attack will do 1 point of damage. So if a guy has 11, it would do 2 damage to him. So that's why you really shouldn't hurt anyone until you get their armor lowered. Okay, so her ability didn't do anything. Okay, so this guy's going next. He's going to kill this guy. So what I want to do is move in a little bit and hit this guy for 5 damage. Another big strategy is to look and see who's coming up next. I knew that guy was coming up next, so I wanted to make sure he didn't have too much attack power for his next turn. Luckily, your ability can kind of nullify that a little bit. But yeah, the turn order is a huge thing, and then when you kill someone, it changes the whole turn order. So that's where it gets really deep into the strategy. A lot of times you want to, A lot of times.
Oh, did I just miss a turn?
Yeah, that was your turn.
I was just about to do something kind of cool.
So a lot of times you'll want to leave people alive because right now you have what's called turn advantage. You have less guys, which means your guys rotate faster than mine. So one of your guys will get like 2 turns before, one of my guys gets to go. So that's also an advanced strategy. I'm gonna hurt my own guy a little bit here. Just for fun. A lot of times you'll leave guys at like 1 health, so they can't do anything. They're just a waste of your opponent's time to you just leave them there and they just do nothing. But the cool thing is armor break damage is not affected by your health, so you could have 1 health, you could still break for like 5 armor, like that. And my guy skipped his turn okay, so now it's your turn again. So I think you could kill red guy here if you wanted to. Archers have a cool ability that if you don't move on your turn, they do extra damage. So if you can bait people into getting close enough in range and then pluck them off, it'll do extra. Yeah, so this guy's at 1 health, so he can't do a whole lot. But luckily his ability. Let's see, she goes next. You can click here to see that. So I'm gonna try to cut her down. Ouch! Okay, that was awesome. So I ran into a hot coal that I couldn't see very well.
That's exactly how I planned that, Zach.
Yeah, that was a noob move of me. It was awesome. This little horn, each time you kill someone, you get a little extra star in the horn. If you blow the horn, it adds to your yellow special juice. Boom. That's pretty good. Alright. I do not like her.
Uh-oh.
Let's see, so I can, so I have 0, what is this called? I forgot. Stars. I will blow a horn, that gives me an extra, and then I can push her through. That was actually a bad move too, I normally wouldn't have.
Oh yeah, that didn't really do that much to her, did it?
Yeah, no, normally I would have just hit her, I just wanted to show what that does, that it hits you through. Guys. Don't worry, I'm feeling pretty safe over here. Well, another thing that's funny about this game is when you know the game, you can see who has an advantage, but sometimes it takes a long time to actually know. Okay, so see how all these numbers are popping out? That's because
yes.
you didn't know that this guy has a static ability that every time you hit him, it does 1 point of armor damage to the guy that hits him.
Oh, yeah, that would have been useful.
Yeah. So that's a really cool ability. Alright, so this guy's going to come do some massive damage. Could hit that guy, but archers are actually the most dangerous unit.
Yeah, she's been pretty effective laying all those... Oh, she's down. Laying all those coals around.
Yeah, archers, when you have low armor archers, if they stand still and they don't move, they can just destroy. They do extra damage for every armor you're missing. So if you're missing a bunch of armor, they just shoot straight through it and basically just murder you. So the end game is basically run by the archers. That was good. Armor damage. See, so since she's standing still, I can do 11 points of damage. I'm just going to illustrate. If I move, see it turns to 7. Stay still, it's at 11. I'm not really worried about this guy too much. What I want to do is cut her down the sides a little bit. Gonna get a blow of the horn, cut through. So even though she normally would do 1, since I used 3 of these stars, that adds 1 point of damage for each one. And again, that's a limited resource. So managing that is a very important component. I don't know why I can't remember what these are called. I've only played the game 100 hours and I forgot what this is called.
You played 100 hours?
Yeah, at least. The game says I played 200 hours, but I'm pretty sure a lot of that was me just like chatting or something. Okay, so this guy's... Let's see. Let's just get rid of this guy.
Yeah, I mean, serves him right. That's the idiot that didn't know he was going to take damage by attacking your other guy.
Yeah, these shield guys, same with your shield guy. Any guy that has a huge shield, he has that ability to kind of hit back for a little armor. So with her only having 3 power, I'm not even worried about her. So normally what I would do now is just do like a big armor break attack. So if I attack this guy for armor and then pump it up to 5. See, it did 1 damage to me still.
Oh man, I thought that guy didn't have any power left. I should have killed him.
Yeah, see, he's all about armor attacks. He doesn't really care about physical attack. So his whole goal is just to break armor. So when you build a team, you want to have like guys that are really good at breaking armor, guys that are good at doing physical damage, and maybe a little tactician person like her. The cool thing about this game is there's so many ways to build teams, and there's so much. Let me do this damage here. So see, he's kind of weak now. He can only do 1 damage. There's a lot of room for innovation and kind of like creative thinking in the way you play and build your team.
What's the way that I can see? Oh, there we go. Okay.
So that's cool. So now you can really hurt that big guy if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think I will.
So he's got 9, and this guy only has 1 armor, so he's taking 8 damage at least. Yeah, so see, now I can only hit this guy for 1. So once this guy gets low, my big guy, Big Bill, once he gets below like 10, he's pretty worthless because he can't do anything. His ability doesn't do a whole lot when he's low power. So he's pretty much worthless now. And you don't even need to worry about killing him because he can't do anything. By the way, these graphics, I'm in love with this. One of the reasons I got so into this game is just the visuals. And the developers are really nice and cool. I chatted with them quite a bit on the message boards, and they're cool guys. There's only like a handful of them.
Yeah, they were originally from BioWare Austin, right?
Yeah, that sounds...
Star Wars Old Republic before branching off to do this.
Yeah, they've all worked on some pretty big name stuff. And they kind of branched off and built this in the garage or something. So for the viewers, you can see that these 2 archers of mine are full power, which is pretty much unbeatable unless you have something going on.
So my big shield guy seems like he's in a pretty good spot. I mean, he's taking these 2 guys on either side of him down.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good, except, you know, now, by the way, for the viewers, these yellow squares cost extra to move. It uses these stars. So you want to be careful about wasting or when you want to use that.
They basically use that point allotment that you just have like a little bit extra per match. So you can use it either for attacking or for moving, right? Yeah,
you can get a little extra movement, or you can get a little extra power or armor break. And it also uses your special ability. So that resource is the #1 thing that you need to worry about. It's all about, do you want that little extra point, or is it worth the save? This guy is actually doing pretty good. When he doesn't have any special ability left, any juice, he sucks. Like, I don't like this guy. A lot of people love this character, but I never got good with him. I actually probably should have hit her for 1 damage, because that would have put her at 1 power, which is bad. So everyone knows there are, I think weekly or bi-weekly tournaments ranked matches. There's a pretty cool forum for the game. Definitely, you can go pretty deep with it if you want. To me, I mean, this is like a full-fledged game in itself, and then there's the whole single player once that comes out. It's really well thought out. It's really well balanced, and just a lot of fun. And that does it.
Oof.
All right, well, good game set. That was pretty good for your, like 5th time playing or something?
Yeah, probably.
So I see at the end of the game you get rewarded with some renown, and this is what you'll use to upgrade and purchase colors and stuff like that.
We should mention that you and I met playing this game in the first place.
Yeah, that is very true. And you hadn't played a whole lot, which is funny that we ended up just chatting, I think, in the public chat. And
yeah, we played a match, right? Or did I play the other guy?
We may have played a match. I think I can't really remember. I don't know if you played the other guy and then we were all talking. Maybe I played him and then he played you, or but you were just remarking on how like it was interesting that there were some intelligent, like normal people playing the game.
Yeah, there wasn't any weird backbiting in the forums. It was all just kind of like, oh yeah, good game, man, nice job. This game's neat. I like the art style. There's a lot of pleasant stuff. Yeah,
and it was like that the whole time. For the most part, everyone was constructive and really nice, and just it seems like the type of game where you're not, it's not Call of Duty. You're not going to get on and just release your rage. You're going to actually have to think and kind of enjoy and like talk to people and consider all the. Let me just show everyone the town real quick. The main menu is really cool. It's this, and you can turn on the. So this is the tutorial stuff, and here you can see the names. So you can go here to build a team. You can fill this roster out, and you can just swap in guys, change their order in turn. There's so many things to think about. Like the turn order is super important. You can have a bunch of the same guys if you really wanted to.
I would say for the viewers, if you're feeling confused, you're probably only slightly more confused than me. I mean, it is a pretty deep game. Right away, the first couple matches, you feel like you can function. You feel like you can, play the game. But there's a lot of layers to it, like Zach's saying. So.
Yeah, and right now I'm showing them the character creation screen. So all these points you can take points out of one thing and put it in another. And the really good players will tell you that 1 point, like if I move this and put it here, will make a massive difference in the outcome. It's unbelievable. And I won't go through all these, but every single one of these is important in different ways. Here you can look at your special ability. It's like deceptively a simple or a complex, one of those. Like it's not complex in the idea, it's minimal, but within that framework, it just seems endless. And the little tweaks that you could do really do affect the game because it's so well made and so well thought out. I highly recommend it. So real quick, here's the stuff you can buy. If I go to colors, I've bought all these colors. Again, you don't have to buy any of this stuff. Here's the starter pack Seth bought. It's pretty good way to kind of start out.
Yeah, as you can see, it did really great for me in that battle.
Yeah, helped you out. Cool. All right. Well, I think that pretty much sums it up.
It's been the Banner Saga from Stoic Studios. And thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah. Again, check out our website, bosswave.net.
Bosswave.net. You can follow us on Facebook and on Twitter, Bosswave and @Bosswave. Real original there. And we'll see you next time.
And what's our YouTube account? Where are we going to upload this video?
Yeah, you handle that. What is it? It's just Bosswave, right?
Yeah. Check out. Bear with us, guys. We just Bosswave. Yeah, just look up Bosswave on YouTube, and you will find this and some other videos. And yeah, let us know what you think. Think of all this stuff, and maybe what games you're interested in seeing next. And definitely also check out our podcast.
Yes, the Bosswave podcast on iTunes.
On iTunes and lots of other places. Yeah.
Indeed.
All right, cool. Well, it's been fun, Seth. I hope you learned something.
Thanks, Zach.
All right, see you next time.